Hey guys, welcome back to Pickin' Greens. It's your boy Picky, and you already know we got a fire two-piece slapper. If you're new to the page, welcome. We give away 2 free picks every single day. Yep, every day. And we got VIP picks that we give to our exclusive members. Before we get to the picks today, we got to see what we did yesterday. Yesterday, I gave away a 2-piece slapper, and I told you guys, everybody projected Brianna to go under these rebounds, but I told you she's going over. I think she was like 20% over the last 20 games, and she grabbed 17 boards. Slap. We had Alana Smith going under. She was at the 20.5 line for points, rebounds, and assists. She only grabbed 17. Came up short like I expected her to. We slapped. We're going to do it again today, baby. Make sure you guys are rocking with me with all the apps that I use. We got CHALKBOARD. Make sure you use code PICKY. You get a 100% deposit match. DABBLE is super legit. They give you $10 just for signing up. Like, you get cash just for signing up, and they got the 1,000 times on your play. You can put $50 in and win $50,000 today. Like, seriously. And check out Better. Better has a deposit match of $250. You put $250 in, they match you $250. You end up having $500 to play with. And if you like to do research like I like to do research, Outlier is the go-to place. It gives you incredible graphs, insights, data. Lock in with Outlier. All right, let's get to these picks. Our first pick today is Corey Seager. You see it. We're going Corey Seager under 0.5 walks. Now, the pick'em sites have him going under. The sports books under. RotoWire projection under. And the hit rate has been under. Now, Sleeper has him at the 0.5. Projection of 52% going under. MGM also has him at the 0.5. 52% going under, and the RotoWire projection is 0.44. That's a nice little cushion of 0.06. Not that big, but big enough. Now, the weighted hit rate, 23%. Over the last 5 games, he's 20%. Now, over the last 10 games, he's 20% as well. For the last 20 games, he's only 25%. And for the season, he's only walking 40% for the season. Those stats look good, but we got to dig deep in Outlier. All right, we're in Outlier, and we got Corey Seager. The line is 0.5, and we're going under his walks. Over the last 20 games, again, he's 70% going under over the last 20 games, right? Over the last 10 games, that goes up to even higher, 80% over the last 10 games. Now, his batting appearances over the last 10 games, he's averaging 4.1 batting appearances a game. Not too shabby. And over the last 5 games, again, green. We can barely see it because it's a 0-point line prop, but I'm going to take that, baby. I'm going to take underneath every time. I don't need to see the lines. As long as you stay green from me, I'm taking it. The matchup is Adam Missouri. He's a right-handed pitcher with a 1-2 record, ERA of 7.25. He's pitched 22 innings, averaging 4.3 strikeouts. The team hasn't faced him yet, so no data in regards to the head-to-head, but we can check out what they do against righties, right? Against righties, Seager is batting .266, 11 home runs, and 31 ribbies, so not too shabby. And you get a new pitcher up there, you're trying to put your bet on the ball, right? So with that being said, I'm going Corey Seager under 0.5 walks. Lock it in. All right, guys, before we get to this next pick, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Take a minute, take a second, take a moment. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. It really makes a big difference in terms of pushing this content to more viewers. So I really appreciate it. Hitting the like, hitting the subscribe. It helps me out a lot. All right, the second pick, we're going with Byron Buxton. You see it. Byron Buxton, we're going over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, the pick'em sites, Sleeper, 50-50. No true projection there, right? The sports book, they have them going under. They have them going under slightly. We got DraftKings up there. The RotoWire projection here, over. And the hit rate recently has been going over as well. This is a great line. You might want to hop on it quick. They may bump it up or they may take it off. They're expecting him to go 2.9. That's a nice 1.4 cushion. The weighted hit rate, 74%. Over the last 5 games, he's been slapping at 80%, as well as the last 10 games, 80%. No less over the last 20 games, only 70%. Now, he's been hot recently because you can see for the season, he's only 47%, right? So to be 80% with a weighted hit rate recently, he has to be slapping. Let's check him out deeper in Outlier. All right, we're in Outlier, and we got Byron Buxton. Let's look at the stats. Over the last 10 games, he's 80%, going over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, he had an 0 for 2 games ago. You can't judge a man by one 0 for. Look at the record, right? Look at the consistency. Over the last 10 games, he's been slapping. Over the last 20 games, he's also been slapping. 70%. Slapping. Now, for the season, though, let's look at the season. That goes down to about 50-50. Right, that goes down to about 50-50. And against this particular opponent, the head-to-head, he's gone over recently a couple games, but last season, not so much. This season, a little bit better. And I really try to only focus on this season, right? Let's look at the last 20 games again, and let's go down to his at-bats. He's averaging 4.2 plate appearances, 1.3 hits, 0.8 runs, and 1 ribby a game over the last 20 games. Insights, we're an Outlier, so we got insights. Byron Buxton has exceeded 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in 7 of his last 9 games at home, with an average of 2.7 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, let's look at the matchup, the pitching matchup. They're going up against Kaiser Montero. He's a rookie, but going up against righties in general, we got Buxton. He's averaging 250, 5 home runs, and 24 ribbies. I'm liking these stats again. We got the green over the last 20 games, over the last 10 games, and over the last 5 games. So with that being said, we're going Byron Buxton over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Lock 'em in.